Hi friends, I'm back to talk about another tool, and today's tool is called the Apology and Forgiveness tool. It has a picture of a glue bottle and it says, I admit my mistakes and work to forgive yours. I really like this one because it says that word mistakes, and mistakes are part of being human. Sometimes we don't feel our best selves, and what ends up happening is we might do or say things that we aren't proud of and that we want to fix. And luckily, we have a tool that we can use to fix mistakes or things that we do to hurt other people. And then we have this other part, forgiveness, that we can use when people hurt us. And the hand gesture goes like this, like you're gluing your hands together. And I know we've talked about the please and thank you tool, which is used for opening doors to connections and relationships. Well, the glue bottle is similar in that we are gluing those relationships and connections back together when we've done something maybe that we're not proud of that we want to fix. So when we look at this first part, apology, oftentimes we think of that word, I'm sorry, or that term, I'm sorry. And that's something we probably learned when we were little. And just like we talked about in our using our words tool, I'm sorry is a powerful word. It's one of those powerful words that you can use to really change the situation. But what I will say is, most of the time, sorry isn't enough. So what I want us to remember is that when we are apologizing, we need to really take time to be sincere and take responsibility for our actions. And in order to do that, we need to go beyond I'm sorry. And one way to do that is called the 3-step apology, where you divide your apology in 3 parts. So when you're ready to apologize to someone, you will say, I'm sorry for, and then you're gonna let them know what you're sorry for. The next part, you would say it was wrong because. So that's important because you're taking responsibility and you're pointing out to that person that you understand what you did wasn't okay. And the last part is saying next time I will. Because what sometimes happens is we might make mistakes and hurt people over and over. And when we do that, it makes it hard for them to forgive us. So what we're saying when we say, next time I will, we're saying I'm going to try to do something different and make it better so that it doesn't happen again. And if you forget those 3 parts, that's okay. Because if you take the term I'm sorry and you use your apology, and you even pick one of those terms, it's going to come across to that person like you are sincere and like you really mean that you want to fix the situation and not do it again. This second part here says forgiveness tool. And for a while, some of us learned that you're supposed to just forgive someone if they apologize to you. Well, I'm here to let you know that isn't necessarily true because forgiveness takes time. And depending on how much someone has hurt our hearts, it might take a shorter or a longer amount of time to forgive that person. And I like that this is a picture of a glue bottle because as we know, glue, it takes time to dry and to stick those pieces of wood together or those pieces of paper together to really stick. Because what happens if you rush it? Those items aren't going to stick together, right? So when someone apologizes to you, what I encourage you to do is to check in with yourself and say, am I ready to forgive? And you might be ready to forgive because forgiveness is a little bit like the garbage can tool. It kind of releases all of those bigger uncomfortable feelings, gives yourself your power back, and says, I'm ready to move on from this situation. But there are times when maybe you've been really hurt and you need time. And in those cases, what you can say if someone apologizes to you is thank you for apologizing. Because in that moment, you are saying, I respect you. I appreciate you just did a courageous thing by apologizing. And I'm going to do my best to get to a place where I can forgive you. But I'm just not there yet. So thank you for apologizing. And same goes for you. So if, say you went to somebody and you're trying to fix some mistake that happened or maybe some hurt that you caused to somebody else, they might just say, thank you for apologizing, or they might say, I'm not ready to forgive you. And what you can do when that happens is you can at least tell yourself, okay, well, I did the right thing because I apologized, and now I'm going to do my best not to repeat that mistake or that hurtful action that I did. And in time, what you will probably see is that you will get forgiveness. And part of forgiveness is also forgiving ourselves, right? So I feel like when we go apologize to someone and we're sincere, we're also giving ourselves a little forgiveness for being human and understanding that we can't be perfect all the time. So I hope in these days, weeks, months ahead, you will remember to use sincere apologies when you need to, and to use forgiveness when you need to. Because we can't repair and connect and keep those amazing relationships and friendships and connections we have in our life without the apology and forgiveness tool. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.